our mind is a really great problem-solving machine. So it's trying to get rid of these uncomfortable thoughts and feelings in whatever way possible. And so often what it does is it's telling us to do something to push away these difficult thoughts and emotions that we're experiencing, right? And you can imagine that being a little bit like having a beach ball that you're trying to push underwater. You're trying to not think about certain things. You're trying to not feel certain things, right? Kind of like people tell us, just don't worry about it. Just don't think about it. Don't get upset. Don't get angry. And so you're trying to keep these thoughts and feelings at bay, so to speak, right? But you can see from this old person, that's really exhausting, right? They're really sweating and using up a lot of energy to do that. So I'm going to give you a real life example. So imagine you're studying for a test. You start studying and you realize, oh my goodness, this is a lot of material. Yeah. And then you start to worry, oh my goodness, what if I don't finish studying all of this? What if I fail the test? What if I fail the class? And then all of a sudden your mind starts to spin and worry about failing high school and not being able to go to college. And you're sort of in this worry spiral. And rationally, you know that's not really true, right? You know that these worries are not really true, but you're sort of so caught up in these worries. So if we're trying to study for this test and we're starting to worry a lot about it, then what we might want to do is we might want to do something to take our mind off of it, right? We might start to want to do certain things to not think about these things anymore. So one thing we might do is that we might watch Netflix for a couple of hours, right? And so during that time where we're watching Netflix, we won't think about the test anymore, right? We won't think about these worries and all of those negative feelings that come with that. The difficulty is that as soon as we stop watching Netflix, all of these thoughts and feelings sort of come rushing back at us, right? And we couldn't really avoid them for too long. And the other thing is that it makes things more difficult in that now that we used up all of our time and our energy to sort of avoid these difficult thoughts and feelings by maybe watching Netflix all day, what ends up happening is that then we might find more time to study, for example, and then that makes things really difficult for us in the long run.